All right. Hey guys, Jess Sammers with BoardGameGeek TV, and I'm here with Guillermo from Gen X Games, and he's going to talk to us about Airshow and Stalag.
Correctly, Stalag 17.
Stalag 17. All right, so let's start with Airshow.
Okay, Airshow is a game about making a collection of 4 airplanes. You are each a foundation, and the idea is you want to make a bigger collection to attract more people, to get more money, to get a better collection. It's a game designed for 2 to 5 players, which lasts around, depending on the number of players, between 60 to 90 minutes. The idea, well, the game is based on the airplanes, cars. They have all of the data on the basic. I mean, you will have the name of the car, the picture, and all of the important data. And it's has.
Oh, these are real planes.
No, yes, these are real planes that the foundation have on them. You even have some data like the year that the plane flight for the first time, the nickname of the plane and the model of the company. So it's the designer works, it's an airplane pilot, so it's his hobby. So the game has like 5 phases, normally 5 to 6 turns divided in 5 phases. First there will be like a blind bidding phase using the counters. The players will bid on airplanes that will be for show and some cars. Normally they will take turns around and get whoever wins, whoever pays more will get the planes. Then they will be able to make some developments to help them build the airfield, to have more people or to have better technicians to try to fix the plane, because sometimes planes have problems with them. They can be broken down when you build it, or when you exhibit they could have problems. And once you have managed to do that, each turn you will do an exhibition. For the exhibition you will use those the cars of exhibition. You can play as many cars as planes you have for each era. Normally at the beginning you will have only of 3 eras, but you can continue keeping buying more. The problem is with this decision is some of the cars will have problems around weather, like this one, or cause you mechanical problems. When you have decided which cars you are going to use, a random car will be added to all of the players, so you don't really control everything. And then, depending on the weather, you will look at the table, and some of your planes won't be able to fly due to weather. You won't reach your older planes, or won't be able to fly to a mechanical failure. Then, with the planes you have managed to keep, you will try to get money or prestige that you will use to buy more planes or more experts. And then the game will last for 5 to 6 rounds, depending on how the players are doing it. And at the end you will get points, of course, for the plane you buy. If you buy the most interesting planes, you will get more points. Then your developments, and also if you have like the oldest airplane in the game, or the biggest collection, or you have one plane for each era. So that's mostly an idea of the game. So as I tell you, a little bit of blind bidding, then hand management and risking a little bit, and of course the components. The idea is the planes. I mean, the game was based and designed around the plane cards.
Right, and there's a lot of plane cards here that you can see.
Yes, there are
kind of
72 different planes.
Yeah, look at that.
These are historical planes, and most of them are in collections in different countries.
Yep.
So you can find them. Some of them, like that one say, are replicas of this one. Those are planes that are nowadays there are no real planes of that era, but they have been built with the same specifications.
What's with that one?
That's the oldest one. That's why it has the start to. So you know that if you get this plane, you are going to get 5 points.
You have the oldest one, but you have to actually use that plane for it to count.
Yes, normally you will use it for your exhibition points or for giving you prestige. The problem is being the oldest is the weather is bad, like you get free of these clouds. You won't risk it, and it will be parked down at home because it's very flimsy.
So yeah, fragile and old.
Exactly.
These two, right? Let's see.
Those are the starting planes.
Oh, okay.
Normally the big difference is they don't give you any victory points, and they are not the best of their category. Normally when they get the bigger the numbers there are, the best the planes are. So like this one has an exhibition and a prestige value of 5 because it's one of the most decided to see planes.
Okay. What's the most recent plane in the set?
I think it's around 1955.
Okay, that's what I was...
It will be one of the red ones because the planes are divided by era. I think it's probably one of these, the Hispano-Aviación, and there is another McDonnell Douglas, but that's the era. Those are the ones.
Okay, oops, these are the air show cards, wrong ones.
Those are, as I explained you, to get the money and also to see if you have problems. Of course, if you use good cards, that could give you a lot of bonus. Then they have penalties that could ruin your show. So you have to risk a little bit or decide to go conservative and build it.
And then these are things that I guess you build onto your player board?
Well, normally those are already pre-built, so
yes,
you continue.
So you're adding more.
And yes, they are like, you can have more spare parts to fix your planes.
You can have a museum, that's what, a coffee shop.
The museum or the coffee shop simply brings you a lot of points, victory points. And then you can have like a meteorologist to help you during the flights and to know, or I show staff that will help you with your hand of cards. So, I mean, we try to represent what you are doing when you are doing a show of these characteristics and the problems you can have, like, as I told you, the weather or some of your planes.
So this is what happens with the air show?
No, the air show you will determine, like, if you play these 2-3 cards.
Right.
And then you will take out one else from the deck and you will add it, then you will see how many clouds you have. Like here you will have 4. That if you look at the table, it will mean that all the Serra airplanes are not flying, which is bad. But then you won't have any mechanical problem because the 4 bad points will get countered by the foot green points. So
well, very cool. It's especially cool that you use real planes in it. That's kind of the fun part, I think, for any aviation fan.
Yes, I mean, one of the designers of the game, as I told you, is in a foundation of this in Spain, so he knows. And as they are all airplanes, they are not like registered trademarks, so you can use the pictures of them.
Ah, there
which
we go,
also
very nice.
Something about ending in 1955 can be about that also.
Probably something about 50 years if I had to guess.
Exactly, so.
All right, well, very cool.